What's happening, guys? Cowboy here, and I'm bringing you guys a quick video showing you how to deal with Lady Comstock's ghost. So, you also end up seeing this footage in the Part 18 portion of the walkthrough, but when I got up to this part, you have to fight her a third time, and I was so sick of her that I just ended up basically continuing to, I kept restarting from the previous checkpoint until I could figure out like what was going to be the optimal way to beat her, because out of everyone else in the game, let's face it, this bitch is the hardest. So this video I'm basically going to be going over what I did and what I found was most effective to take her out. So after trying out a combination of all the vigors, what I found was the most effective was Devil's Kiss. So if you have the money, wrong machine. Alright, if you have the money, you obviously want to upgrade. I only had enough to grab the boost, so I grabbed that. If you can afford Devil's Kiss aid, I mean, obviously, you know, mini clusters, more area of effect, more damage will also help as well. But out of all the different vigors you have available, I found that this was actually effective at, you know, not only is it able to just completely tear through all of her little zombie buddies, it also ends up doing a decent amount of damage to her, which can't be said about the other ones. So, in addition to that, there's a couple key items I'm going to be going over in just a second. Just gotta
anyone who knew the truth
loot up all these corpses real fast. And obviously, before this fight starts, run over, load up on ammo. So, in regards to a specific weapon, I prefer the carbine just because it's, you know, it shoots fast, lots of headshots. In terms of gear, I kept Hill Runner's hat just because, you know, your shield's going to go down, and getting that sprint, make sure you get out of there. Blood to Salt is great for this because you're going to be killing all those zombies, so 40% of the time you get a chance to get back salt. With Overkill, I mean, I didn't have any other real choices here, but I stuck with Overkill just because, you know, as we're killing the zombies, that damage is going to stun her. And then what really makes this work is putting down Ghost Posse. And basically, we're going to be making Vigor Traps with Devil's Kiss, and then when that explodes, that'll usually take care of nuking off little zombies. So obviously, there's a chance they're going to rise up and start shooting at her. And then, of course, with Blood to Salt, we're going to be getting back salt so that we can continually cast this. So that pretty much handles all of her little zombie friends just completely on its own. And then aside from that, it's just up to you to, you know, every time she's summoning, just drill her face full of bullets. So in terms of the most efficient way to do this, what I found worked was right as she begins to summon up her group of zombies, you know, you're going to prime your Vigor Trap up, and you're going to toss that like pretty much right where she's standing, so that as she, you know, comes down from her summoning animation and raises up all the zombies, you end up just nuking them with the Vigor Trap going off. Just to give you an idea, we see she's raising them all up, toss the trap out, and you can just see all the damage going out. And then that gives you an opportunity to just, you know, wreck her face. I don't know why this one asshole's alive, but just get over to her. There she is again, tossing her bomb out. Just drill her face with the carbine. So, just to demonstrate, you know, how it really gets going, I'm gonna skip to a point just a little bit later on real fast here. But that's part of this fight. Is, I mean, like initially she's going to be going, you know, back and forth, raising different groups of zombies. Like they're not all in one location. So it takes around 5 minutes just because you got to get to where she's, you know, staying relatively in one place and continuing to raise the same group that you keep killing with your bigger bombs. Alright, so here we go. After a little bit of running around, we got it to the point where she's basically grouped out the majority of the zombies. So we're going to get our Vigor Bombs out there. That'll take care of all of those guys. And then while she's doing her like raise dead thing, that's when you're just going to drill this bitch in the face with your carbine. I mean, you can use any gun, but I found that just because of how high the damage on the carbine is, and on top of that, the extremely fast rate of fire, you know, while she's... God, this dumb asshole off of me. While she's raising up the zombies, it just gives you a clear opportunity to just riddle her face full of bullets. So, right here, we see we get our firebomb out. That's nuking all the little zombies for us. And it's like right here we got her busy just continually raising, and it just lets us go to town on her face. Just repeated headshots with the carbine. And you can see her health is basically gone at this point. So it ends up being very effective. So to conclude, you know, toss out your fire bombs as a Vigor Trap to nuke all of her little buddies. When she's standing still, drill her face full of bullets to get those critical hits. And if you can do that, this fight should be a lot easier. So I hope this helped you guys. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the rest of the Bioshock walkthrough.